Welcome everyone to Model Trains in Mighty Shed Project. Here we got my beautiful little 264 with 4/8 coaches, which his celestial ones are really quite heavy. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate with regards to wheel slip up the helix. So let's get her going. Out of the fiddly yard. She's away. No problem with the approach to the helix. As they would say, a good head of steam. There we go, slowing down, stopped. So there she is, slipping away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to back it down, put some magnets on the underside. One to start with, 2, 3, see how many it takes. Well, here she is, off the track. There's the super black magnets, as they're called. Though they're not black, as you can see, but they are extremely strong for their size. So I'm going to put one on, probably the middle chassis, axle rather, on the chassis. See how she pulls then with just the one extra magnet. I don't expect her to be pulling much more than those 4 coaches. Like I said, those 4 coaches weigh a lot anyway, so she can pull them 4 up. She can probably pull a good 12 or 14 rake of box wagons or coal wagons or whatever. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to put that one on and then give her a run, see what she does. Okay, one magnet on. She's back on with 4 coaches. Let's see how she gets on now. Leaving the fiddle yard. I've got it set on a gentle acceleration. There she goes. Same as before, not bad. Accelerating to the helix. Probably at the set notch 64, it's about half speed. Right, we've got a little bit further. We've still got wheel slip. She's still moving. But that's what one magnet has done. And there she goes. I built this helix, but it's not to the millimeter perfect, but it does the job. And yes, there's still some wheel slip, but she's making it up the helix on the tighter inner curve, which adds to the drag. Obviously, we've got slip. Now we got. She's still moving. Right, what I'm going to do is back her down and put 2 magnets on. We can see if she can get up here. It's reasonably easy, but obviously with a lot less slip. Slipping again. It's predominantly around that far side there. It only has to be. Oh, she's almost come to a stop. No, she's still moving. There she goes. Up the top. Right, anyway, I'm going to take her down and put 2 on. As you can see, there's the first magnet. And it only went up the helix, but it certainly will attract any metallic rubbish lying around in your layout, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting once I get this up the helix and get it one full run around the layout, how much debris it's going to pick up. Every loose pin head. We'll see. Bit of soldering drops and God knows what else I expect to pick up. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to put the second one on. I'll show you actually. That's not even fixed, that's just sheer magnetism that's holding it in place. So I'll just show you. I'm going to put one in the front here. See where that sits? So it's in the centre. They come with a little cover. Like I say, if this works out well, I'll probably affix these permanent with a bit of hot glue. But they seem to be holding anyway, so let's give this one a run, see what we get. Back in a moment. Okay, here she is, back on the 4 coaches, in amongst the fiddle yard with the other glorious locos. That I can tell you now, those 4 there have no trouble getting up the helix currently with those raker coaches. But it's all, you know, subject to loco size, engine, tyres, or just as this one is. This is just it's tireless, so working on pure basis of wheels and weight and traction. So we're going to give it some help with some magnets, and there she is, away she goes. So let's see if we get a little bit of a smoother rise up the helix. Probably a bit faster than the passengers would like to come out the helix, if there was any. But here we go. Right. What a marked improvement already. There's a minor wheel slip. Probably put 3 on just for sure, but she certainly is climbing a lot better than she was. Well, hey, she wasn't actually. She just come to a grinding halt, as you saw. So that's all good. Going up nicely. Yeah, I'm going to put the 3rd one on, just because, you know, they're easy to do. I'm not going to need magnets on every single loco, thankfully. It could cost a bit much. But okay, I'm going to back her down, and then that's me just hitting the reverse button to slow her down quickly. Right, I'll back her down and then do the 3rd. Right, they are with 2 magnets. Obviously the first run up picked up most of the mess, because there's not much more extra on them with regards to mess. So what I'm going to do now, so we can't put this 3rd one in. Check the fitting. There's a little ridge there from the axle, so I'm probably going to, don't know, see if I can push it back a little bit, up over that and sit flat just there. There she is. As long as it doesn't foul up the rear bogie unit, which it doesn't look like it will do. It's hard to tell. No, looks good to me. Yeah, I think we've got clearance, definitely clearance there. It's sitting flat, it's holding. So we've got 3 magnets now, 1 across each axle. I'll give that a run up the hill with the same 4 coaches to see what we get. Here we are, back at the fiddle yard. Here we go, 3 magnets. Let's see what we get then. Away she goes. I've seen a few of these magnets being put onto locos. That's what gave me the idea. You see the metal plates start from there. And they want both the inside and the outside of the helix, just in case I run 2 ways, or both ways shall we say, on each one. Oh, she's just gliding up now. Then you can do an option of putting, like I've done, along the length, or you can double them up, so that, you know, they get closer to the track. So, you know, probably could do with just 2 on here if I doubled them up. In fact, I may even try that in a second, just to see if there's any difference. I got the same pulling, less wheel spin, but obviously reducing the use of how many magnets. You know, at the moment there's 3, and it is definitely at that point there it was stopping completely. So now we got straight up and out. So what I'm going to do is just take one off and double them up, put them over the central axle and see what we get then. See if there's any difference really. It's all trial and error, as we all know about this modelling game. Yeah, cut a little cradle out the foam, a little bit easier. Right, here we got the 3 magnets, and you can see literally the rubbish. Oh, I was going to focus. The debris that's come off the track with those 3 magnets. Truly amazing. But anyway, just looking at the clearance really. It's hard to show it, but there's not a lot of clearance once you've got those magnets in place. I'm going to put 2 on just to show you, but I think you might find no foul on anything like points or anything that's protruding from the track in any slight way, like crossovers and things like that, where the track is obviously raised to meet the wheels and the flanges. So I'll put 2 on, like I said, one on top of the other, but I think they're going to be too high. So this is probably the best way, but we'll see. Let's have a look. Well, there you go, there's 2 magnets on, one on top of the other. Now, trust me, when they get anywhere near close to each other, they just join. They are super strong. But as you can see, roughly, sorry about the focusing, but that's an iPad for you. Much as it can do is probably looking at everything in the background rather than close up. But yeah, there we go. You can see now that the even if I took the film off the magnets, they're definitely going to be too close protruding wise. So I'll go back with 3 as I was, and give her a full run around the layout, make sure she runs okay, no hiccups, no catchy on anything, and see what we get. So 3 magnets back as they were, and let's get her going up the helix and around the yard. Oh, sorry, layout. Out the yard, fiddle yard that is, and up the layout. Yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. Missed, there she is. Completely missed her. There we go. Around the first full turn. Looking okay. Sorry, so I'm trying to see what she's doing at the same time. I'm trying to watch how much wheel slip she's got, if at all. You know, there is some wheel slip, but end of the day, it's acceptable. Probably ought to clean the wheels. But anyway, there she goes. Lovely. Up what's definitely the toughest part before. She's round there, and now she's up onto the main deck of the layout. You can see all the steel little plates, thin plates I put down on the helix, all the way along, and that's all the way down to the bottom. So far so good. Over some points coming up, coming toward. Coming out the back of the station. That's my new 205 class, that is. Back in the tunnel. All good so far. While we wait, she's coming round. Come out there, far side. Up the other incline, which she didn't have a problem with anyway. Well, none of the locos do. Well, all except one or two, probably about that bit there still seems to be the steepest, which it doesn't have a problem with. Not of any bit so far. Yeah. Another set of crossovers, there we go. Looking good. Better get a old 822 going there, otherwise actually he's done the upper loop and comes down on this reverse loop here, over the bridge and down. He's going to come smack in the arse of that one. Up the last incline. Yeah, no problem. No foul up so far. Right, through what was the old fiddle yard. Seemed a bit dark really, I had to run through it. There's only 2 lanes there, so. That one moving out the way. Keep ahead of it. Move a bit faster. And she's getting a bit close. Superman will be panicking by now. On 2-2, half a lap ahead, not much. Coming out there in a sec. Very positive news, no foul ups. Like I said now, fingers crossed, all looking good so far. We'll take those little sleevings off on each magnet and then fix each one with a tiny drop of hot glue just to make sure they stay where they should. That's no trouble. I could load that up with about another 10 more wagons, I expect that'll get up the helix easy. Through the station, straight through, across the double slip, not a problem there. Yeah, well chuffed. I'll get on with sorting them out permanent, and then what I'm going to try next is that one with 2 logos and a couple of, well, goods wagon and a horse box. It's not the best traction loco as most of these are. It's rear pickup tender with chip in there, and then a loco. It's very light. We'll see what we get. Anyway, see how we go. All good so far. Got everything running down on the baseboard. There she goes. Yeah, no problem. And obviously coming down a helix, not a problem either. Right, catch you in a moment. Okay. I just had to show you this. Once I took it off and turned it over, it was truly amazing. But that's one full travel up, as you saw, and back down again to the fiddle yard. And look at the state of those magnets. If there was anything to pick up, it's done it. Truly amazing. Anyway, I'm going to clear them off now and glue them in. And then, like I said, I'll show you the other one, see how that gets on. I still can't go over how much muck's there. There we go. 3 magnets off. There they are at the back, clean up as best I can. There's the sleeving they were in. Mucky and dirty now, but look at the amount of... So looking from right to left really, the one on the right was the first magnet, and then middle magnet and last magnet. So obviously you expect the first magnet picked up the most debris, including track pins. There's even an insect wing in there, look at that, which must be in the tunnel area. So I normally clear everything else off the track, but look at all of that is obviously been statically charged, so everything from that magnet now is charged everything up. It's sticking even to my scalpel now. But anyway, just thought I'd show you the muck. Now I'm going to put those reasonably clean magnets, I might try and clean them up a little bit more, onto the underside of the loco here. With a tiny bit of hot glue. It's on the warm up now, there it is. And then that one's fixed, and we'll try the next one.